Creek, which is very odd. But, they've kind of been the team to catch and are 13-4. But Rockvale is sneaky good and really gave Siegel a run the other night. So this is a really big game for both teams, but in particular Rockvale if they want to finish top half of the district.
It really is, Brian, and even on top of that, these kids on both teams are best friends. So they play with each other in the summer. They play AAU together. They want the bragging rights, and this is another game where you can throw the record out no matter what it is. They're going to give it everything they have, both teams. And this is a huge game tonight for Rockvale to get, if they get this one, they're right back in there as, probably tied for first place after tonight.
Yeah, because, Riverdale beat Siegel, but Siegel beat Rockvale. Oakland lost by 1 to Blackman, so I really think it's a very competitive league this year.
It really is, and this is going to be a contrast in styles kind of game tonight. Rockvale wants to get this game in the 80s and 90s, and Barry, and Blackman, they can do that, but they would rather it be 50s, 60s right in there so they can control the pace, they can get what they want. So it's going to be interesting to see who wins the pace of game tonight.
Yeah, and Barry doesn't care if he wins 25-23 either.
I have seen it before, Brian. I've seen it.
The Rockvale Rockets under Wendell Ingram. The Rockets in their royal blue uniforms, white numbers, and a little of the powder blue striping on the shorts and also the jerseys. Here we go. Number 2, Ty Newton, a 5'10", senior forward. Number 3, Caleb Lewis, a 6'1", junior. Wyatt Gilliland, a 6'7", senior. Number 24, Malachi Long, a 6'2", senior guard. And number 12, Elijah France, a 6'1", junior. And so it's number 2, Newton. Number 3, Lewis. Number 5, Gilliland. Number 24, Long. Number 12, France. You'll see Kaysen Osenleye in the game. Amari Dewberry, Braylon Ingram, Dallas Paldo, Jaden Smith, and just about everybody. For the Barry Workman-led Blackman Blaze, who are in their home whites with the navy blue and orange. Number 33, Christian Johnson, 6'5", senior center. Number 4, Garrison Eady, 6'2", senior forward. Number 0, Braden Flowers, a 5'11", junior guard. Number 22, Keller Jackson, a 6'4", junior center. And number 2, C.J. McDonald, a 6'2", senior forward. We'll see some Dyson Nealon generally. Jalen McDonald and Mike Bass, and considering if everybody's healthy and there's been no changes, it's our first time seeing Blackman since before Christmas. We've seen a lot of Rockvale here lately.
Yes.
And 3 of the last 4 games, I think. So should be an entertaining and fun game here tonight. Barry Workman, Wendell Ingram, Locking Horns. This was your district championship game last year, if I'm right.
Yeah, and they're very familiar with each other, and I know both teams really look forward to this night, the 2 nights they play regular season every year.
Well, the teams get last instructions from coach, and it's going to be Gilliland jumping with Johnson. And we're about ready to get this one underway. A huge crowd here tonight.
Big student sections tonight for both teams.
The upstairs is full, downstairs just about full. So good crowd here for homecoming. The tip controlled by the Blaze. Jackson has it. Looking to dump it low as Edie went baseline, but nothing there. Back up top to Johnson. In the left corner, McDonald takes a dribble or 2. Now back to Johnson, top of the key. Braylon Flowers has it, right wing. Looked over a shot, didn't take it, Edie. Now they work it inside to Johnson. Johnson turns, spins, puts it up off the glass, and no good. And a foul on the rebound on Keller Jackson, I think. That's his first. It's going to be an interesting night to see who wins the battle in the paint.
It really is. You could tell Blackman in that first possession was really trying to get it inside, and Rockvale did a really good job of defending and taking away the passing lanes.
Well, it's Long with it now, giving it up to France. France at the foul line to Gilliland, back to France. They kick it out, a 3 by Caleb Lewis up, and no good. Johnson with the rebound for the Blaze. No score. We played a minute in this one. Johnson looking inside. Now Flowers. Thought about the pass inside, nothing there to Johnson. Back over right side and cutting in the lane and putting up the shot is C.J. McDonald.
Nice drive and reverse layup right there for McDonald.
First points on the night for the Blackman Blaze.
Blackman is playing man-to-man, a little gap man, staying on the three-point line in.
Lewis fadeaway jumper just inside the key, no good. Rebound McDonald up to Edey. Edey looking down the floor. Kicks out to Jackson left wing. Now Flowers has it. The feed to Johnson. Hook shot over Gilliland. Doesn't draw iron and goes out of bounds. That's the battle that I'm talking about down there between Johnson and Gilliland. And maybe one of the first times that Wendell Ingram has had a true inside force.
I would agree with that. He's had some athletic kids playing in that 5 spot, but this Gilliland has a little bit of size and can match that with Johnson.
On the drive, losing the ball is France. Now Flowers down, lays it up on the other end. Braden Flowers, a junior who has been starting for the Blaze since he was a freshman.
He's just a winning player, Brian. He just does the little things that help you win, especially big games.
Here's Ty Newton, speaking of big, knocks down a first bank three. I just love watching that kid play.
Every time he out of his hand, you think it's going in, Brian.
4-3. Blackman up. Trying to work on getting the Big G scoreboard all taken care of here for you. They work it down to Jackson, to Johnson. And nicely done by Christian Johnson. 6-3, Blackman. Long pull-up jumper just inside the arc. Right side, no good, a little short.
Settled a little bit on that one, Brian.
Yeah, maybe so. Edey has it now, far side. Up straight away, top of the key. Jackson now to Flowers, back around. The left side. Johnson pops out. Bounce pass, posted up. Keller Jackson puts it on the floor, got it tied up, and 3 seconds in the lane. Turnover. You know, that's a call that sometimes, Bill, is not consistently called.
Agreed. I think you could call 3 seconds in the paint a lot of the possessions, and I think in that case you didn't want to call a foul, so you call 3 seconds and we moved on.
Maybe it should be like 5 seconds or something.
I would agree with that. Because really 3 seconds, that's really not enough.
Now, there's one official that comes from down in the Cleveland area that he calls it every game at least once or twice.
I know the one you're talking about.
Here's Long with it right side. Turn spins, gets past Edey, and the whistle and a foul. Edey picking up the infraction.
Good maneuver right there by Long to snake his way in there and get fouled and get to the line. He almost got the three-point play out of it.
Well, he's at the line right now, and the first toss is on the way and good.
But Brian, you can always tell it's a big game when both schools, all their administrators are in the building tonight. I see all of Rockvale's here tonight and all of Blackman's. So, big game tonight.
You mean Steve Luker's out after dark?
He is out after dark tonight.
Second free throw is good. 6-5. Blackman with the 1-point advantage midway through the first quarter. Flowers across the time stripe, takes it right side. And up to Jalen McDonald, who checked in for Johnson. Edey works it, near side front court. They work it inside, Flowers to McDonald. Works in, goes up there amongst the trees, a whistle and a foul, and this on Gilliland. It's also going to be a battle of attrition in the paint. Both teams look like they're trying to work inside, and foul trouble could change the course of the game for somebody.
You got to remember, Brian, it's a battle of, you don't necessarily have to win the first quarter, but it's who can have the most players available at the end of the game.
6'7" junior center Jalen McDonald misses the first toss. This one for a 2-point lead. Missed that one as well. Chance for the Rockets to take the lead for the first time. France down the floor in the lane. Puts it up on the right block. No good. Oh, they're missing some shots inside.
It's a great look right there, Brian. Just didn't finish.
Edey in the paint. Goes up right side. What a move by Garrison Edey. Such great poise for the senior. 8-5. And here's Long for his first field goal.
I think you're going to see him put his head down and drive that in there a little bit more tonight. I know he settled the first time for a jumper, but he's almost unstoppable when he wants to put his head down and go to the rim.
Flowers zips it to Keller Jackson. Jackson in the lane. Missed the shot. A little too strong. Newton with the rebound. Ty burns it right side. And France gets bumped. And that's going to be a foul on Jalen McDonald. So the Rockets will inbound on the far baseline. Johnson coming in for Jackson. Coach Workman keeping two bigs in there. They bounce it into Ty Newton. Great inbounds play there. Newton finishes.
Great cut right there by Newton and good find.
9-8 Rockvale with their first lead tonight. 2:35 to play in the first quarter. Johnson burns it over left side. Cutting baseline. Another pass down to McDonald, and this one from C.J. McDonald, and a foul on the play. That's Lewis. Lewis had some foul trouble on Tuesday.
He's a key player for them too, Brian. He's got to stay on the floor tonight.
Jalen McDonald's first toss, no good.
You know, Brian, that last possession, Rockvale tried to do a little trap at half court and they almost got a steal, but Blackman was able to find him on the baseline, which led to that foul and got him to the line.
McDonald connects on the free throw to tie us at 9 apiece. And Ty Newton on the floor, dribbles, and now threw the ball out of bounds, just trying to get some help over there. France couldn't get there in time. It's hard to maintain possession when you're trying to dribble and you're on your rear end.
Did all he could.
Edey to the right side at the wing.
But Brian, I'll tell you what, as a coach, you actually like those. If you're going to turn it over, throw it in the stands. Don't have a live ball turnover.
Edey rather tries to drive in there, lost control of the ball down the floor, and Long has it swatted away by Jalen McDonald. Rockvale subs coming in. Amari Dewberry, as well as Kason Osunleye. 6'3" sophomore, and Osunleye, a 5'10" senior for Dewberry.
The two energy guys coming in, trying to pick up the pace a little bit, play a little defense, hard defense, and get in the open court a little bit.
Newton, baseline jumper on the way. Bang! Nails that one.
It's just pretty out of his hand.
A true shot from the senior. In transition, here's a left wing three from C.J. McDonald that misses. So the lead and the ball for the Rockets. They lead 11-9. Over to Osunleye, right side. In the corner, finds Dewberry, gets it back. Doesn't use the pick. Drives in now Gilliland. Just outside of the foul line, no good. Johnson with the rebound. Up the floor quickly to Flowers. They work it to McDonald. CJ inside, trying to back in on Gilliland. Oh, what a nice move to get past him and laying it in. That was a thing of beauty.
It really was. Blackman is really trying to throw that thing inside, Brian, early on.
Dewberry has it in the deep near corner to the left wing, to the foul line. Now bounces it out to Newton. Right wing now deep in the right corner. Dewberry back to Newton. Newton to the foul line, fakes the shot, doesn't take it. Gilliland underhand flip to Dewberry, who drives from the left block, shot no good. And McDonald snatched the rebound down. Somehow Edey got to it. Now Edey gets it down the floor. Garrison stops. He's going to pull up for the three. Wow, Garrison Edey.
Garrison Edey, just the leader on the court for the Blaze.
They lost the ball, did the Rockets. Garrison Edey with the first Blackman first bank three. 7 seconds. Flowers to Edey. Back to Flowers with 4, with 3. Gives it over to Edey. Now penetrates. He's going to pull up. Fadeaway Jay on the way. It sticks between the rim and the backboard. No bucket. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. 14-11. Blackman on top on State Farm Prep Sports.
The city of Murfreesboro is growing, and we need your help to prove it by participating in the special census. Murfreesboro Mayor Shane McFarland.
We want to get an accurate count of our residents compared to the last census. The more people that are counted, the more state shared revenue dollars Murfreesboro receives.
It's fast and easy. Complete the form online at murfreesborocensus.com.
Count me in.
Okay, count me in.
And count me in too.
Let's make sure every resident counts. Visit murfreesborocensus.com.
For 75 years, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic has been a cornerstone of health and compassion in our community. From our humble beginnings to the advanced, comprehensive care we offer today, our commitment to you has never wavered. With 8 locations across Murfreesboro and Middle Tennessee and over 100 physicians, we continue to provide the highest standard of care. Then, now, and always, your health is our mission.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Leads 12-11 after 1 quarter of play there. And we are going to the second quarter here with Blackman up 14-11. And another Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard update. 20-14 Laverne over Stewart's Creek after 1 quarter. A lot of really great games tonight.
Really are. Some really big-time games.
Here's Dewberry with the ball. Down low to Paldo. Dallas finds Long. Long straight away now drives. Deep in the right corner. Dewberry had to pull in a wild pass. Get it back in the hands of Long. Now Dewberry gets it again. Osenleye to Newton here near side. Newton uses a pick. Gets to the lane, decides to back out, passed off, got it back, and a foul. I'm going to call this on Dyson Elam, who snuck in for the Blaze during that timeout. He and McDonald are the only subs that have been in for Blackman, and Coach Ingram has only subbed with Osenleye and Dewberry, who started the second quarter.
District play, Brian, your bench shortens a little bit when you get to that time.
Newton has it. Top of the key, takes it right side. Cut off there now to Dewberry. Dewberry works it down low to Osenleye. Here baseline, turn spins, goes up inside on Flowers, no good. Jalen McDonald with the rebound for the Blaze. He's going to take a few dribbles, bring it up the floor and across the timeline and finds Flowers. They're moving left to right as we see it. Over to Dyson Elam on the left side. Front court, top of the key, it's Johnson with it. Right side to Flowers now at the wing. Back over to Edey left side. Fakes left, goes right. Now passes off to Elam in the far corner. Elam looking in. They bounce it into Johnson. Hook shot up and bounces, won't go. Paldo with the rebound. And here's Long down the floor. 14-11. Long just pulls up for the long three, no good. Rebound, bounces around, and Osenleye comes away with it for the Rockets. Now Dewberry's three on the way. Front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Dyson Elam. And Edey pushing it up the floor quickly. Garrison drives to the left block, no good. Shot up and a whistle, foul on the rebound. And it's on the big guy. Paldo picks up foul number 1.
Well, Brian, you can tell Coach Workman has really made an emphasis on we're going inside And every possession, it's got to touch inside before they do anything else, and that's really what they're trying to do early on, establish that low block.
Blackman to inbound on the far baseline to C.J. McDonald. Nice pass over to Keller Jackson. And come up with the 2-point bucket, make it 16-11. Paldo foul line, burns it down low. Great pass to Dewberry, but shot off the mark. Flowers down the floor. Flowers to the foul line. Turn, spins. Fadeaway jumper up. No good. Jackson with the rebound. Battling three Rockets. And I see reaching, grabbing, elbows, and it's a walk that winds up being called.
A lot of action right there, and they call a travel.
In the paint, man, it's going to be a war tonight.
Rockvale had a good cut on that last possession, Brian. Just kind of forced it a little bit, rushed it a little bit up there. But the pace of this game is right up Blackman's alley. This is what they want, low-scoring, possession-type game.
They work it right side, try to bounce it low to Osenleye, and goes out of bounds. Last knocked out by the Blaze. Yeah, this is the kind of grinded-out game that is a Barry Wertman special.
Yes, it is.
Braylon Ingram checked in as well. They get Osenleye down low. Nice move on the right block. 16-13.
Little trap right here, trying to pick up the pace a little bit for the Rockets.
Edey has it down to Elam, and he carried the ball, sure did. Lost control of it, and Coach Ingram trying to help out too over there.
It was a great job by Braylon Ingram that time, which caused that turnover. Give Rockvale another possession right here.
They're going to have, speaking of Rutherford County High Schools, next Tuesday, a ribbon cutting on the new addition at Smyrna High School. I know they're proud of that.
It's going to be awesome. Well deserved.
All of our 4 original high schools are getting additions. They're working on Lavergne now, and Oakland, and Riverdale, and Smyrna too. Here's a baseline run here. They flip it back out to France to Ingram. Now Malachi Long turns, spins at the foul line, trying to back in. Double team. Now Ingram spots for the 3. It's too long. Rebound Edey. And the Blaze up by a triple. Edey finds Jackson, top of the key, left side. They work it over. Driving in is McDonald, C.J. McDonald, and now Keller Jackson. He's got all of Blackman's second quarter points.
He's done a good job of finishing at the rim, Brian, so far.
Midway through the second quarter. Here's a drive by France. He's tripped up, goes to the floor, and they call a travel. And I saw it plain as day here. He tripped right over Garrison Edey's foot.
Brian, it's hard to trip over air. Usually you trip, it's over somebody's foot.
Yeah.
That's a tough break right there for Rockvale.
They work it to Elam, left side, tries to go baseline, cut off with the double team. Edey for 3. He's pretty deadly from out there. Missed the shot. Paldo with a big rebound, outlet pass. Quickly down the floor are the Rockets. They work it inside, and shot no good by France. Maybe tried to do a little too much. Edey. Stutter step, behind the back dribble, gets in the lane, and he traveled. He did. Yep. Took a little extra step, trying to figure out who to pass to. Happened in the blink of an eye. Flowers is in, and Edey gets a breather here. 18-13. Blackman on top.
See where Rockvale goes to get some offense right here, Brian. This is a point in the game. They need to get back into it, and who's going to make the big shot tonight for the Rockets?
DJ McCullough to Osenleye. Now Dallas Paldo has it, drives, and he traveled too. He thought, do I pass? Am I going to drive? I'm going to drive, and a little too late on that decision.
And that's a little bit of the size that Christian Johnson brings too out there.
Yep.
It made him go a little faster than he wanted to go. And here comes Rockvale going full court pressure on the ball right here.
Lob in from Edey to Johnson, and now back to Edey, and Rockvale retreats. Halftime, Riverdale leads Oakland 29-23. And boys, on your Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Edie, left side at the wing. Now pulls up from the elbow. Shot no good. Hit the side of the rim. Osenleye with the rebound and down the floor. Doesn't give it up. Now he does to Long for a deep three. Snow cone's out of there. Edie quickly down. Passed off, got it back. Spots for a three ball. Swish. Garrison Edie. The second first bank three of the game. 21-13 Blaze.
Garrison's just a winning player, Brian. Another one. He's been through so many battles with Coach Workman.
DJ McCullough with the ball for the Rockets right wing. And he stopped, spun, drug his foot, turned the ball over. Seen that so much in this boys game tonight.
It's almost some part of it, I think, Brian's a little nerves. You know, there's a big crowd. He's playing in front of a lot of your friends, family. Yeah. And, you know, you just got to calm down, make a basket on this next possession for Rockvale.
21-13. Dribbling around is Flowers. Right on the center circle and logo here at Blackman. Newton defending. Edie pops out to the right wing, gets the pass. Up top to Keller Jackson. He looked inside for Johnson. Nothing there for him, so over to Flowers, left wing. Out deep. Edie has to come to the ball. Between the legs dribble now to Johnson, top of the key. Looked inside for Jackson. Nothing there for him. Flowers and now Johnson for three. This one's short. Rebound. Blackman runs it down. What a great move by C.J. McDonald. Keller Jackson turns, spins amongst the trees, and draws the foul. Dallas is going to pick this one up, I think. Yep. Dallas Paldo picks up foul number 2. Minute and 8 left in the half. 21-13, and at the foul line, it's Keller Jackson.
Brian, I think for Rockvale to try to keep the ball out of the post, they're going to have to get a little more ball pressure from the guards. Right now, they're running that offense, and the post entry pass is too easy. And that's how they're able to get the first initial shot, and then they're out of position that they miss. So I think ball pressure on the ball for Rockvale if they want to get back in this game.
Hit the first free throw, missed the second, but Blackman gets the rebound. McDonald has it to Edie. His three on the way, in and out. And a whistle. And a foul on Blackman, and Jackson picks up the foul. Not so sure when he got drew the foul down there if he's not bleeding.
I think he is. I think he's. Boy, the Blackman trainer has been extremely busy tonight.
Yep, it's right arm, looks like. Ty Newton thought about a three and wishes he had taken it. Did not. Passed out, now turning, spinning, and traveling is Caleb Lewis. Back-to-back possessions with the walk called. 44 seconds here for the Blaze.
You know, Brian, one of the hardest things to do to play against Coach Workman's teams, normally you pass up the first shot, you can get a second shot, but a lot of times with his teams, you pass up an open look, you're not going to get another one.
Yep.
And I think that was the case in this last possession right here from Blackman.
Dyson Elam has it, 28 seconds, left wing. Drives to the foul line, flips it out. Jalen McDonald thought about a three, didn't take it. Inside to Johnson, and a push from behind. This is going to be Braylon Ingram, I think. And it is. Just a little contact. I've seen worse down there tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a pretty good officiated game so far, but that was a little, I call nickel dimer, a little cheap.
Ticky-tack.
A little ticky-tack.
Jalen McDonald has the inbounds thrown away. Newton comes up with the loose ball, 16 seconds. Newton with 14. Turns, spins, tries to drive on Flowers, and a foul. Going to be out of bounds. Flowers picks up his first. Jackson coming in. Flowers is going to go out. And Rockvale trying to figure out who's going to inbound, and that is going to be DJ McCullough. Bounces it into Paldo. 10 seconds. Goes to the rack. Puts it up. No good, but a foul. And this is going to go on Jalen McDonald. And he's got 2 on his ledger now.
That was a big play in the game right there. Good drive right there by Paldo to get himself to the line.
He's got a couple of shots at free throws here. First one is on the way. No good. Back of the rim. Pops away. Now they're going to let Flowers come in. Jackson going out. Got that spot taped up that was bleeding a little bit. Paldo with another free throw here. Looking for his first points tonight. It's on the way. No good.
Lane violation.
Yep. It's Christian Johnson. They waited until the shot went, but Christian was leaning forward, anticipating, and Dallas does take a minute and just lost his balance. So another chance for Dallas Paldo. It's on the way. This one's good. That happens almost every time you give somebody another chance.
Yep.
So Blackman has 3 seconds, 2 and 1, and Flowers, he's going to put off a desperation shot that goes! Wow! An impossible shot. Braden Flowers, first bank 3 at the horn to give the Blaze a 25-14 lead. Stay with us. We're going to have your stats coming up here, team stats, shooting, all of that. Some score updates on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard next on State Farm Prep Sports.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive offers complete tax preparation, financial, and bookkeeping services.
This is Brandon Craig with Craig's Tax Service. We're proud to support all Rutherford County athletes.
Craig's Tax Service reminds you that it makes sense to get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We've been serving Rutherford County since 1988.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
We're just off Memorial Boulevard at 142 Heritage Park Drive.
Shop your favorites at Dillard's, JCPenney, Rue 21, Hot Topic, and more. Grab a bite at Crab Fever, Sam's Sports Grill, Olive Garden, or Miller's Ale House. With more than 60 retailers, you're sure to find something that you'll love at Stones River Town Center. Find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for style tips, upcoming events, and sales information. Stones River Town Center, off Old Fort Parkway in Murfreesboro. Shopping centered on you. Online at shopstonesriver.com.
This is Craig Buckner with Mills Family Pharmacy.
Mills Family Pharmacy on South Church at Veterans Parkway.
You or your loved one are on a complex medication regimen. We can pack that into a multi-dose planner that's labeled correctly, that simplifies your life.
Mills Family Pharmacy, dedicated to providing customers with services that are customized to meet their needs.
Your medications dispensed in a 30-day multi-dose planner, labeled correctly with each individual medication on each packet.
Mills Family Pharmacy, next to Toots on South Church at Veterans Parkway.
If someone asked, "What's your more?" would you be surprised? Well, at First Bank, knowing your more is where we start. Whether it's seeing your kid's college graduation, seeing the world, or seeing the ocean from your patio, your more helps us see who you are. That's why First Bank offers you more time, more access to local lenders and leaders, more answers, and more products. So tell us, what's your more? First Bank. Bank local. Get more. Member FDIC.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Welcome back here to Blackman. Got a halftime performance going on here. All the students very engaged in this one. Into the first quarter, 20-14. Laverne leading Stewart's Creek. Also, it's the Oakland Patriots trailing Riverdale 29-23. Here, 25-14. Big 3 at the horn for Braden Flowers. He's got 5 points tonight. That 3 and a 2-point bucket. 8 points for Garrison Eady, 2 for Christian Johnson. Keller Jackson with 5, 2-point bucket for C.J. McDonald, and 3 for Jalen McDonald. Now for Rockvale, 7 points, Ty Newton, 4 points, Malachi Long. Kason Osenleye with the 2-point bucket and a free throw for Paldo. Only 3 points scored in that second quarter. for the Rockvale Rockets. When we come back, we'll have your team stats, all of the stats tonight from Fans Heating and Air, JHA Company, and winners' trophies when we return to the Furnace Blackman High School, where they're having a good time here. State Farm, Prep Sports.
You've seen the ads out there, companies wanting to buy your home. But why sell yourself short when you can get fair market value? I'm Lisa Patton. If you have an estate to settle or a home to sell, call Parks Auction. We'll work with you to sell your home or property in any condition with no costly repairs on your timeline. Why accept one offer when you can have multiple? You need Parks Auction. We look out for your best interest. Call Parks Auction today. We handle everything.
You've heard people say, you know your work by your name, but there's no better name for residential and business concrete work than Dan France Concrete. From basic slabs to decorative stamping, for your next concrete project, call Dan France Concrete, 615-642-5152.
This is Dan with Dan France Concrete, wishing all Rutherford County student athletes a great season. Study hard, play harder, and be safe.
Trust me, Dan is committed to the community and will offer you a great product. He'll stand behind his work and make sure you're satisfied with every aspect of the work. Dan France Concrete.
Head over to J. Mullins Jewelry to check out their selection of rings, watches, custom designed jewelry, and much more. They're a local business located at 352 West Northville Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro. They have gifts for all occasions, weddings, graduations, anniversaries, whatever you need, you can find it at J. Mullins Jewelry. That's at 352 West Northville Boulevard or online at mullinsjewelry.com.
What's your next dream? Paying off your credit card? Remodeling your kitchen? Whatever your dreams, they take planning. I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack. Let's work together to come up with a plan to make those savings goals happen. Call me at 615-900-0877.
Your ride, your stuff. You live with them together. I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. It's smart to protect them together to help life go right. Give me a call at 615-873-1700 and let me help you save by combining auto and renters.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Halftime with the Blackman Blaze leading 25-14 in this boys basketball game. And we've got some team stats coming up here. Rockvale trailing here on the road, but it's been kind of just a really tough, grinded out basketball game with a lot of great play inside, Bill.
Yeah, it really has. At the half here, the Blackman boys lead Rockvale 25-14. In the first half, Blackman had 14 rebounds to Rockvale's 6. From the floor tonight, Rockvale was 5 of 18 for 28%. They were 1 of 5 from three-point range for 20%. Blackman 9 of 22, 41%. 3 of 7 from the floor, made 43% of their threes. Rockvale at the line, 3 of 4, 75%. Blackman 2 of 6, 33%. And Rockvale 7 turnovers and Blackman 6. And, Brian, this game is really pretty close. I know that Braden Flowers hit that 3 right before the half, but this is really take that away. It's a 3-possession game. And, Blackman has got the style that they want to play. They want to play this grind-out, possession, low-scoring, tempo kind of game. But Rockvale is very capable at any time of a couple of shots going down, getting the pace in their favor, and being right back there at the end of this game.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it, but I think when you play Blackman, it can be very frustrating and get you out of your rhythm and what you want to do, and that happens so many times.
Yeah, and you miss one, and then that snowballs to 2 and 3 and 4, and now you're feeling like you have to get a stop every possession down on this end, and then they score, and then you're just like, oh my goodness, and it just keeps, for the whole 32 minutes, it just mounts on you.
Well, we ought to have a great second half. Hope you'll stay with us for that. Here on radio, audio streaming from our website, wgnsradio.com, and right there on the homepage, you can actually tap on the Twitch embed right there on the website and watch the game. You can also watch on YouTube and Facebook on Big G TV, powered by Turner Security and TechCore for computers, repair, all things computer and IT, TechCore. A break, we'll come back, second half on the way. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Lakin Gilman, a mortgage loan originator with First Mortgage, a department of First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. Whether you're buying a new home or refinancing, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. With competitive rates and personal service, let me turn your homeownership dreams into reality. Visit my website, lakinhibden.com, or come by my office at 322 North Front Street, located in downtown Murfreesboro, and let's get started.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
For 75 years, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic has been a cornerstone of health and compassion in our community. From our humble beginnings to the advanced, comprehensive care we offer today, our commitment to you has never wavered. With 8 locations across Murfreesboro and Middle Tennessee and over 100 physicians, we continue to provide the highest standard of care. Then, now, and always, your health is our mission.
Hello friends, Lenny Farmer with Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home. More than I can count, we have taken care of families who were totally caught off guard with the passing of a loved one. There are so many details to tie up. It really can be overwhelming. Again, more than I can count are the comments from families who have pre-planned and pre-funded their or their loved one's funeral, saying, "I'm so thankful we took care of this ahead of time. It would have been a financial hardship had we not. Let me help you pre-plan. Call me at 615-893-2422.
Hey, this is Dan with Music World and Drummers Den. Come in for your guitars, keyboards, drums. We have you covered. Our prices will normally meet internet prices. We also have PA and DJ equipment. Some lights, yes, we have that covered too. You can come rent a PA and sound system, do your karaoke, and bring it back. Come see us at Music World and Drummers Den, the one-stop shop where you have everything that you might need. 2762 South Church Street, right across from the golf course.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
We are back here at Blackman. We're ready to get this second half underway. And Ty Newton is out there, White Gilliland, also Mr. France, Caleb Lewis, and Malachi Long. That's your Rockvale lineup. And your Blackman lineup is going to be the same that started the game too. Johnson, Edie, Flowers, Jackson, and McDonald. It'll be Blackman's basketball to start this second half. They'll be moving from right to left this half. And Garrison Edie, hand in the air, calling the play. Flowers right side, now Edie stops, pops for three, swish! Garrison Edie with a huge three, 28-14. Nice way to get things started. His first three of the night.
Great flare screen right there to set him up for the shot.
Lewis in the lane, pull up, fadeaway style, no good inside. And Keller Jackson with the rebound, double teamed, and a whistle. And they're going to call a reach-in foul. And Gilliland picks up foul number 2. You know, he picked up that first foul early, and we didn't see much of him after that.
No, we didn't. And I think he was a big presence in there when he was in the game. But Brian, you know, Flowers hits that shot right at the end of the first half. Edie hits a shot right here, first play of the second half. That's 6 points in a big game like this.
Here's Flowers near side to Keller Jackson. And Edie would not have taken that if he wasn't wide open.
Nope.
That's just the way they are here.
Very disciplined.
Left wing CJ, back up top to Flowers, cutting through. Edie, just a little too strong rebound, a big one for Jackson. Oh, missed that one. Johnson with another board, goes up, puts it up and falls. You can't give your opponent 3 shots at it either.
No, they're going to make it if they get 3.
Here's nice little bucket there by France for his first points of the night in the paint.
It's good to see him get that going. They need him to get going here in the second half. He's capable of getting you 20 and a half.
30-16. Johnson up top. Looks right side. Now bounces it to Keller Jackson. Being guarded by Lewis. Puts up a nice little hook and scores.
You can tell Coach Workman's emphasis for the game was throw it inside, and they have got the message.
There's a pull up just inside the 3-point arc, and swish for Elijah France. 2 buckets in a row for France.
Rockvale needs to get some stops here. String together some stops, get right back in the game.
Well, Rockvale's already scored more than they did in the third. Garrison Edie, nice fancy footwork in the lane. Can't get it to fall, though. Long pass up the floor, stolen away. Braden Flowers steps in front of it. Up the floor to Edie. Edie lay in, good. It's not that they can't play fast. They can.
They can.
Very well, just like that break.
Yeah. Well, a lot of these guys play AAU, and they play fast in the summer. And then when they come back, so when, they have to play that style, they can do it. They can do it when they need to.
Newton puts up a little rainbow shot. Won't go, and Johnson with the rebound. 34-18 Blackman. Up top, Johnson. Christian takes one dribble to the foul line. Now flips it out to Flowers. Back up top, Johnson, now left wing. That's where McDonald has it. To Jackson, they're just working it around the horn here. Flowers out deep right wing. Jackson pops out to help. Top of the key, now near side McDonald. Hands it off to Edie.
You got Newton guarding Christian Johnson. Now they switch back.
Jackson, just a handoff to McDonald over right side Johnson. Now they get it into Jackson and, missed the shot. Got the rebound on the reverse side, missed that. Good opportunity there for the Blaze, gone awry. Now the ball stolen away and ran out of room over there, did Flowers. Jalen McDonald coming in for Christian Johnson. It's not too bad when you can replace 6'5" with 6'7". He's got some size inside, and Keller Jackson, pretty tall drink of water at 6'4", too.
And Keller Johnson is the one that's sneaky that you don't think about, and then all of a sudden you look at the box score at the end of the game. He's got 14 points and 10 rebounds.
Here's a wild shot by France that won't go, and Jalen McDonald gets the rebound. Now takes a few dribbles out of there over to Garrison Edie, who controls it. Top of the key, Jackson is open for three. And the big guy can shoot from the outside as well. 37-18 and a timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Hi, this is Wade Hayes of Toots Restaurants, and our family would like to thank this community for supporting Toots for 40 years.
Head over to Toots.com for our daily specials, our menu, and all of our locations. Check out our Kids Club for some extra deals. Thank you to our patrons and customers.
Thank you for dining with us since 1985.
Thank you, Rutherford County.
Thank you for dining with us for 40 years.
Toots. Good food and fun.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Basketball.
Let's have a word from our buddies Stan Vaught and Bob Bug over at Parks Auction.
All right, Brian. It seems like everyone is a real estate expert, but Bob Bug and Stan Vaught have put in the decades of work for their clients to be the go-to guys. But Parks Auction's extensive marketing program, you can receive the most money in the shortest amount of time. Stan Vaught and Bob Bug, Parks Auction, they'll handle everything online at parksauction.com.
All right, Brian, Bill, Double B's here with you tonight. John Dinkins will return for the Coaches Show in the morning with Danny Brewer. Hope you'll join. Timeout, and Rockvale coming out of the timeout with the ball, and Lewis drives, missed the shot. Rebound put back. This one will not go, and that's Jaden Smith who got in the game. Ball still loose, put it up after the loose ball, and Rockvale maintains possession. Ball bouncing around. It's a hot potato out there, and a whistle.
That was a good drive right there by, I think it was Lewis on that drive right there, Brian, and just couldn't get it to fall. But Rockvale has just got to keep trying to keep attacking in there and try to cut down to this lead, get it into single digits by the fourth quarter.
Jalen McDonald is the one who picked up that foul, and that's his third. Dewberry, and he's going to throw it away. Ty Newton couldn't run down the ball. And it will belong to the Blaze. They will inbound right in front of the Blackman bench, right at the end of it. Throw into the backcourt to Garrison Edie. 37-18. Blackman with a big lead here, and that's usually always trouble. Your possessions are running low. The left wing, Elam has it. Up top, Flowers. Over right side to Edie. Edie at the foul line. Now to Flowers. Looked over a three. Now penetrates. Puts it up. The right hand, no good. Tip up. This won't go. Elam with the rebound. Outlet pass. And they'll start all over again. Flowers, they get it high into Johnson. Johnson goes up and is mauled.
It just frustrates you, Brian. They run their sets. They get a good look. They miss it. You don't pull the rebound, and then they go at it again. Then you had to foul.
Johnson at the free throw line. First one short. I mean, they take each possession. It's like a minute disappears off the clock.
It does. It does.
And that's why I was saying your possessions run low. Johnson hits the second free throw.
It's like a ball control football team where they have 12 to 15-minute drives.
Lead is 20. Ty Newton at the foul line. Nice cut through by Lewis. That was very beautiful underneath.
Very nice. Very nice find there by Ty Newton as well.
38-20, 2.5 to play in the third quarter. Here's Flowers on the logo. Passes right side to Edie. Work it down low to Johnson. He brings it back out. Now Garrison drives. Goes baseline. Nice little finger roll.
That was tough. That was a really nice move right there by Garrison Edie.
That's a senior move if I've seen it.
Yes.
Here's Caleb Lewis to the right block. Stops. Puts it up. Oh, it's short. Rebound to fight for it with Gilliland and Johnson. They're going to call a jump ball. It belongs to the Rockets. Who is going to inbound is the real question. And there's Caleb who trots over, standing on the M, and Blackman in the end zone. Now to Gilliland. Newton cuts baseline to Gilliland and Dewberry, and a whistle. He was out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds.
Went too far under the baseline.
It's kind of a wild pass to him, too, and
I don't think he was expecting it.
I think Garrison is the next player who's been bloodied somehow.
Blackman trainer, MVP of the night for the Blaze.
And it's on the jersey. So if it's on your jersey, do they just tape it, put tape over it, or?
If you can get it out with some alcohol or whatever,
gotcha.
You can get it out. If you can't, you'll have to go back and get another jersey.
I see. They apparently got it off.
He had 30 seconds once he got over there.
I see. I was going to ask you, because sometimes you have to make a substitution, but you've got a little bit of time to do it. Huh?
Now, if you're not ready in 30 seconds, it is a technical. That's why Coach Wortman had somebody at the table, just in case.
Full court pressure as the Blaze bring it up the floor. Now Rockvale backs off, and Flowers trots it down. On their side, center circle to Elam, right wing. Up top, Johnson. Looking inside. Now near wing, Flowers. Minute and a half to go. Johnson goes right side to the right block. Block, underhand flip. Flowers, baseline runner, no good. Rebound, tip to Jackson. He flips it back out to Flowers. Now Edie drives, slips on the floor. Here is a three from the deep left corner. No good by Flowers. Another rebound for Johnson. Back to Flowers and Keller Jackson, minute 12.
Just back breaking on those offensive rebounds, Brian. Just another 30 seconds probably going to go off the clock.
Elam just across midcourt. Over to Jackson now, far side. Takes a few dribbles, cutting through. Elam got the bucket and the foul. That was worked to precision.
It's a great possession for the Blaze. I think it was 3 offensive rebounds, ending up with a back cut for a layup for an N1. It's a really good possession.
Edie coming out for a breather. C.J. McDonald in. Elam at the free throw line for an and one. And the lead is 22. Make it 23. That's Elam's first points tonight, too, by the way. 50 seconds to go. It's Braylon Ingram with it at the right wing. Up top, Ty Newton drains one.
Just pretty.
He's going to hit that one probably 40% of the time, that wide open.
Yes, he is.
Here's a run out. C.J. McDonald to Keller Jackson. A little too strong, but a whistle. It's going to be a foul here with 29.6 seconds. Caleb Lewis picking up foul number 2. And that was on the shot as well.
Rockvale, Brian, that possession tried to press, and you can tell Coach Workman's schooled them in how to beat that press. It was 2 passes and shooting a layup. Almost got it to go, got fouled.
Jackson will have a chance at one more toss. This one in the air, good. 11 for him tonight. 44-23, 27 seconds. To Lewis, right wing. Rubs off, takes it to the top of the key. Now left side, Osunleye. Deep right corner, Newton runs down the loose ball. It's tipped and last touched by Dyson Elam.
This is a really athletic play by Ty Newton to keep the ball in play right there, Brian.
I said Osunleye, that's actually Jaden Evans for the Rockets in the game. He's got the ball now with 3 seconds to Newton. Newton going to have time to put off a desperation 3. Did not go. And the score is 44-23. The Blaze lead going to the 4th quarter on State Farm Prep Sports.
At Bud's Tire Pros, we sell all major brands of tires, and we invite you to stop by today for that next set of tires. Or maybe you need us to check out your vehicle before you head out of town. We offer everything from brakes to batteries, alignments, and more. No appointments necessary, just stop on by.
I'm Allison Mitchell with Bud's Tire Pros. We're located on East Main Street, exactly 3 miles from the town square, 1 mile past Rutherford Boulevard. Visit us online at budstireprostn.com.
For more than 36 years, Wilson Bank & Trust has been proud to serve communities all across Tennessee. As an independent local bank, we provide banking products competitive with large banks, but delivered with personalized local service. Wilson Bank & Trust has been community-focused since 1987 and looks forward to many more. Discover the power of local community banking that truly makes a difference. Give us a call or come on by any of our local 30 locations or visit wilsonbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
I like their team.
Back here at Blackman High School. The Blaze leading 44-23 in a critical district game. Close to the midway mark. I mean, by Valentine's Day, the next week, Valentine's Day is the last day of the regular season, so it's coming up quick. Johnson over near side to C.J. McDonald as we start the 4th with Blackman with the basketball. By the way, Laverne leads 52-37 over Stewart's Creek going to the 4th quarter. They work it inside. The ball tipped away by Osunleye. Down the floor, Long puts it up, left hand, drew the foul. And that's pretty much all C.J. McDonald could do or let him score. So at least Long is going to have to earn it at the charity stripe.
And that's another Coach Workman trait of his players. They don't give up easy layups. You got to go earn 2 free throws.
First one up by Long, in and out. So see, a good foul, I guess we would call it, right?
Yes, good foul. You know, Brian, no matter what happens from here on for Rockvale, this next 7.5 minutes is big for their psyche for the rest of the season when they play Blackman, because they're going to see them a couple times.
Second toss is good.
And you want to get some confidence. Even, you know, I've been a part of a team that's been beat, 40 or 50 points a couple of times. But the second time we played them, we might have only lost by 30. It sounds crazy, but then the third time, you hit a game-winning shot at the end. We did that night against Stewart's Creek a few years ago.
Turnover by the Blaze, and quickly down for the score is Osunleye for the 2-point bucket. A little run here by the Rockets. Our game tonight brought to you by Animal City, Music World and Drummer's Den, Mills Family Pharmacy. Edie gets it down finally to Johnson. Down low, Jaden McDonald, layup good. McDonald to McDonald on that. And putting up the shot baseline, which does not fall for long. It's 4-on-4 here. Well, 4-on-3. Everybody was piled up on the other end. Now McDonald, a little lane runner there for Jalen. And he was the last one to get back.
A little secondary break action right there, Brian. He was wide open to coming down the lane.
Spotting for the three from the right side is Evans. No good. Deep rebound. Ty Newton with it. Now drives, finds a lane, puts it up. And Ty with 12 points tonight. Blackman lead is 20. Jalen McDonald has it as Blackman gets the ball down the floor. Big guy kind of waving around, getting the play underway. Now Edey has it. That looks more normal.
Back in their set.
To the left side, CJ to Jalen McDonald. Got two McDonalds here on the floor. Try to bounce it to Jaden and knocked away by Kaysen Osenleye. I'm so glad that Wendell put a pronouncer on the roster for Kaysen.
That always helps.
It does. And to have the right numbers and all that. I mean, I've seen, even this year, some interesting rosters. Inbounds, and Edey's going to be chicken wing there by Osenleye. And let's see. Nope. Barry decides to not bring in Jordan Dixon.
Thought better of it. For now, at least.
Edey with it. Boy, they just eat so much clock. Flowers near side. Rockvale's pushing them way out, though. Now a back door. Nice pass over to Edey.
That's how you can tell you're a well-coached team. You get trapped almost at half court, kind of thrown at you real quick. Retreat dribble, hit the middle, lay up on the backside.
Malachi Long, pull-up jumper, crawls over the rim, will not fall from the right side. Rebound, Jalen McDonald to Edey. Long pass up. Johnson runs down the long pass for the two. Johnson with 10, 14 for Edey, 11 for Keller Jackson tonight. And a big-time shot by Jaden Evans on the other end for the Rockets.
Good-looking shot right there, Brian.
Stopped and popped with a hand in his face. 4:49 to go in the game. 52-31, Blackman Blaze. Up top, Johnson. Over near side, Caden Avant, who just checked in the game. Flowers has it. Jaden McDonald inside to Johnson. Turn, spins, off the glass, no good, and a foul on the rebound. He's going to have a couple of shots. Long with the foul. Johnson may have gotten away with a little contact on the rebound.
He's very good at not letting the referee see what he's doing. He does a good job of that. You know, part of that, Brian, is it doesn't look like a foul. They're not going to call it.
Right, and he's so long, you know, sometimes it may even look like over the back and it's not. Mm-hmm. So it's sometimes hard to tell. We'd be here all night if they called every single thing, though.
Yes, we would.
Bangs this one home. We've had a pretty good year in terms of the flow of games and stuff like that.
It has been pretty good this year. Pretty solid.
Dewberry with the long three from the deep left side. Missed, and rebound. Keller Jackson with it. Passed to Edey and then got it back. Got it down the floor. Now Flowers for three from the deep left side. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound DJ McCullough for the Rockets. To Evans. He stops, pops the three, too long. Jalen McDonald with the rebound for Blackman. Under 4 minutes to go. We're playing a little backyard pickup here now.
Yes, we are.
Here's Flowers cutting baseline, right side, off the glass, no good. Whistle foul. Now this is the kind of game that Rockvale likes to play.
Yes.
But this is also the kind of game that up 54-31 you can do a little bit of. Oh, we got a technical foul here, I think. That is indeed the case. So we're going to have like 4 free throws. Garrison Edey will shoot the technical foul, and I'm Well, I do know who it was on. It was on the Rockvale bench, coach.
I didn't see exactly what was said, but.
Well, I can always tell. He kind of pointed at the sideline, but I thought he could have been reporting the foul, and then when Coach Ingram sat down, you kind of put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
So the first one up and good. Flowers is shooting. And the second one falls through. So is he going to continue here? Yep. So he will shoot. There was a foul, then the technical, so bangs that one home.
You know, Brian, while we're shooting these free throws, I want to say this. I know that the Blackman community is really proud of a lot of their athletes that have played at the next level, but Ayanna Moore, former Lady Blaze, scored her 1,000th career point at Vanderbilt.
Oh, wow.
A couple of weeks ago, and just having a great season coming off, injury a couple years ago, but just really proud. I know the Blaze family is really proud of her.
Absolutely.
And a lot of the other Lady Blaze and Blaze that are playing at the next level.
Well, she had to go through some balls thrown away, turnover. Really had to go through some tough times on the court, too, in terms of, they really kind of turned things around there, the Lady Commodores.
Yeah, and they're having a really good season. Beat the Lady Vols last Sunday, and some really good basketball across the state. Lady Raiders, Lady Vols, Vanderbilt, some good women's basketball and men's basketball.
3 on the way, which is no good for the Rockets Evans.
No, the Raiders had a good weekend last week against Western Kentucky.
Yep. That ended for the Lady Raiders like a 32-game CUSA winning streak, the longest in conference history, I think.
That may come back and help them as the season goes on.
Yep. Here's Jalen McDonald, the big guy, with the 3 from outside. And he's
30.
got 10 points tonight with that first bank 3. That makes your score 61-31. And how about a final word from Parks Auction from you tonight?
All right, Brian. Let Stan Vaught and Bob Bugg take the stress out of your real estate sale, from residential, commercial, farms to land. Bob Bugg and Stan Vaught are ready to put their decades of market experience to work for you. Parks Auction, they'll handle everything online at parksauction.com.
Coach Matt Rigsby is in the house tonight, doing a little scouting. Siegel had their bye week, or it's not really a week, it's
By night,
I guess. Yeah.
Brian, these districts now with 5 teams, and I just miss those days going to. I know these coaches don't. I kind of miss going to the White County trip on a Tuesday night, or a Cookville or Warren County.
Yeah. Lebanon. Man, some wars up there.
Just some wars.
We're talking like a couple of old guys, and you're not that old.
No, I know.
2:45 to go in this one. Rockvale with the ball, working it around outside. Lewis for 3, launches it. It is no good. Jackson with the rebound.
Blackman's working a little bit on their 2-3 zone that possession, Brian.
Flowers going baseline, gives it up inside to Lathan Alsop. He's also in the game, a 6'3 junior. Flowers gets it underneath to Jackson. Caden Avent is also in the game here as well for the Blaze. Wendell has played everybody. Here's Avent. Right side to Jackson. Cuts through, goes baseline, whistle, and a foul with 2:05 to go. Coming into this game, I thought, well, you actually mentioned it. If it's in the 60s, that's kind of Rockvale's game. But tonight, it just happened to be they were the team in the 30s and Blackman was in the 60s.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the 60s, you want to be in the 60s as well. But I do believe that Rockvale is going to be a team that's heard from before the end of the season. Especially, people remember this, that the district tournament goes through Rockvale.
That is true.
So all these teams are going to have to, like Blackman's going to have to go back to them in the regular season, and then if they play it again, it's on Rockvale's home court.
I think it's just really going to be a toss-up in boys with maybe an advantage Blackman at this point.
I would agree. I would definitely agree.
Jackson turns, hooks it up there from the left block, no good. Deep rebound, and Caleb Lewis comes away with it. Drives, little bunny hop, puts it up underneath the rim, and drew the foul. That would have been a walk back in my day. They're reporting the foul. And 13. Who is that even on? There's no 13 on the floor. I wonder if it's Lewis 3 and not. Oh, foul is on the bench. And another technical.
I don't know.
There was a foul reported, and then I think the technical.
Yeah.
I think. Now the officials are continuing their conversation.
The way that they're talking, Brian, it sounds like the bench is saying that somebody from the stands said something, and they're trying to put it on the bench. Now, I don't know what was said because obviously we're not there right next to them.
No, and there's someone who, and now the SROs are coming in.
Yep.
And someone did just scurry down the stairs and go out, so I don't know.
Yeah.
The players are just kind of walking back and forth on each side of the timeline, and now Caleb Lewis is going to shoot free throws. So this is the foul, and I guess we'll shoot the technical foul on the other side in a second. It's that one. Being this far away sometimes has its disadvantages.
Yes,
I can tell you that. Second toss is in and out.
Just reading body language from the bench, they were trying. I feel like they were trying to say something came from behind them that the referee thought was from the bench. And, you know, sometimes fans say things and they think it is coming from there. And so.
Well, Avant's going to shoot the technical free throw. Misses that one. 61-32 is your score. And a chance for another free throw for the 5'10 junior. Caden Avant, second one, good. Gets his name in the scorebook. And now it should be Blackman's ball. And now there are players coming in that I don't have on my roster. So 12 is in the game. Gabriel Ramirez James, a 5'10 sophomore, is in for Blackman. Jordan Dixon, 6'3 junior, is in the game for the Blaze as well. Now cutting backdoor Ramirez James. It goes out of bounds off of Rockvale. Make sure I've mentioned everybody's name for Rockvale because Coach Ingram has played everybody.
They play a lot of players.
Yeah. Ramirez James tips the ball, running it down is Alsop, and a whistle foul. 1:15 to play in this one. And McCullough picking up the foul. And that is the, we're in the bonus here now. So Lathan Alsop tosses the first one up, rattles out. Free throw, good. So his name in the scorebook as well, 63-32, minute 13. Caleb Lewis up top. Gives it to DJ McCullough, back to Lewis right wing. Drives, gets in the lane, puts it up with the left hand, no good, but draws the foul. Well, this last quarter's taking forever, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's a good drive right there by Lewis, Brian. You know, Rockvale has a lot of good pieces. They just got to forget about this one, forget it even happened, get back in there. They had a tough week playing Siegel and Blackman this week, and have a good week of practice and get ready for next week.
Smyrna boys are leading Wilson Central by 10, 51-31 after 3 quarters. New score on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard.
Good score for Smyrna.
Yep.
It'll be a big win tonight.
Lewis hit the second one. 63-33. Blackman runs it out, up the floor to Dixon, right wing. Under a minute now. Dixon looking for some help, and popping out there is Mystery Man. Don't have a 12. I apologize for that. Shot up, and wow. Nice move there by Jordan Dixon. And the PA announcer just said someone else, so I may not have that right either.
It was a nice shot, I know that.
It sure was. Caleb Lewis for 3. Back of the rim, no good. Rebound, Blackman with 28 seconds. It's about time for a roster revision, I think.
Updated.
Yes.
2025 version.
Too, like there was one coach in particular that would always bring us a roster the night of. I appreciated that. His last name Hockenberry or something. Here's a big long 3 from the left side by Evans. The second 3 of this quarter. 65-36. We do want to make sure we get everybody's name on because these kids play hard, practice hard, ball thrown away, and turnover, Blackman.
And they commit to these teams, so yes, we do. We really want to make sure everybody is mentioned.
.2 on the clock. The inbounds, Lewis fires up the 3. It hits the side of the rim, but did not fall through. And there is your ball game. 65-36 is your final score. 65-36, Blackman Blaze a winner, staying undefeated in district play. Stay with us. We'll come back at your Prentice Allsup Heating and Air post-game show that's coming up next on State Farm Prep Sports.
Market declines, unemployment, oil prices. Don't let headlines derail your long-term financial strategy. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Lee Colvin. I'll work with you to help you understand the impact of short-term events and how to be positioned for the long term. We provide the tools for a disciplined approach to investing. Call 615-907-7056 for an opportunity to discuss your situation. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Did you just move here? Was the Tennessee summer a surprise? If the heat and humidity caught you off guard, wait until you feel a Tennessee winter. Since 1940, Roscoe Brown has been helping families in this area, and just like you go to the doctor for a checkup, you need to let Roscoe Brown do a winter checkup on your HVAC system. Don't let the approaching Tennessee winter surprise you. Set up a winter HVAC checkup at Roscoe Brown.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. For more than 30 years, my team and I have worked hard to help injured people throughout Middle Tennessee. Over that time, we've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. And if we're not able to help or aren't the right lawyer for you, we'll do the best to point you in the right direction. If you've been injured, call the Law Offices of John Day for a free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless we win your case.
We're talking with Anne-Marie Brents at Rick's Barbecue on Warrior Drive.
Our sandwiches are very popular. Our pork and our chicken are probably most popular pulled meats. We have spare ribs. They're delicious. They fall off the bone good. We don't put sauce all over our meat.
And that's so you can choose mild or hot sauce or their signature white sauce.
White sauce is our special kind of secret sauce. It's delicious. It's kind of got a kick to it, but it's not too spicy.
Barbecue smoked chicken, ribs, loaded baked potatoes. Check out Rick's Barbecue, 212 Warrior Drive.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Back here for the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air postgame show. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air bringing you the Coaches Show in the morning. They have been with us over 30 years, and we appreciate their constant support at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air services all major brands, and in most cases, they offer same-day service. Rely on the Rheem Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air to keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, they are on West College Street in Murfreesboro, online at PrenticeAllsup.com. It's Prentice Allsup Heating and Air. Let me give you this score on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Before I checked during the timeout to get a Riverdale and Oakland score. What did I say, 51?
37?
Yeah, something like that. Well, now it's 63-63 going to overtime.
Wow. It never fails.
Yep. So,
but that's the battle of the borough. That's just what it does.
Certainly is. You can never tell in that one. So I don't know if we'll be able to get you a final score in that, but good battle of the borough going on over at Riverdale tonight. Well, let's look at our Dr. Automotive players of the game in this one. And for the Rockvale Rockets, I'm going to give it to the senior Ty Newton. He had 12 points tonight. I know he's a bit frustrated at times, but he came up with some big shots when they were trying to make a little comeback.
Absolutely. Ty, and he never quits. And he's a leader on this team, and they follow his lead. Ty's a player, and he's a gamer.
So Ty Newton, and for the Blackman Blaze, Keller Jackson was not the leading scorer. He had 11. Edie had 14. Johnson had 12. But I think Keller did a great job inside.
Well, I think he set the tone for the Blaze tonight, in their rebounding the basketball, finishing. Even if he didn't finish, establishing how, the position he was going to be able to get. Got a lot of the Rockvale players in foul trouble, and he was a difference maker tonight.
Well, we'll go with those two as our player of the game from Dr. Automotive, who provide local car owners with excellent auto repair services. ASC certified mechanics, master mechanics at Dr. Automotive. Danny and Randy and Danny's brother Bo, better known as Beauregard. Who names their kid Beauregard? Danny Brewer. But Bo has embraced it. So, but they are all out there, a family run business, and they are fully equipped to serve your vehicle repair and maintenance needs, foreign and domestic. Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna, online at smyrnaautorepair.com. Keys to the game. What do you think? Why did Blackman win this game the way that they did?
I think it's the style of play, and I think Blackman came out tonight. They decided we're going to throw it in the paint, and we're going to keep throwing it in the paint, and we're going to keep throwing it in the paint, and they did, and they scored. Sometimes they didn't score, but I think by doing that, it frustrated Rockvale, took them a little bit out of there, wanting to get in a little bit of the open court game, and once Blackman got the lead, Flowers hits the big three right before the half. It was an 8-point game. He makes it, goes up 11, and Edie comes right out to start the third quarter, and they run a little flare screen for him, and he knocks down a three to go up 14. And I think that was a separation that was really, Rockvale, if you're watching the film tonight, you're in a three-possession game at halftime, and it's 2 or 3 possessions here or there, could go different, and next time you play them, the result might be different.
Yeah, that was big way to end the half and start the half, and from there, Blackman was able to control the pace of the game and the rest of the game there. That's your Craig's Tax Service keys to the game. And we know tax laws are confusing, and why even bother? Just get help with your taxes. And Brett, Brandon, and all the Craigs out there at Craig's Tax Service would love to talk with you. They are at just right there off of Memorial Boulevard, Heritage Park Drive. That's that little cut-through street that connects to Northfield. And 890-2233, Craig's Tax Service, personal and business tax preparation, financials, and bookkeeping services. And a reminder, if you missed part of the game, wgnssports.com is where you can go. Tap on the podcast. You'll be able to listen back to the game and watch the game as well there on our website, wgnsradio.com. And don't forget your favorite pizza. You can find it online now, sirpizzatn.com. You can order carry-out or delivery right there from the website, and better than that is the fact that Sir Pizza now has an app where you can order and earn points, and those points that you earn can save you money on your next order. Sir Pizza, East Main, South Church, and Memorial Boulevard. And Sir Pizza has been a great family-run business here since 1965. As we continue the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air post-game show, thanks to our friends at Turner Security and TechCore Computers and IT. They bring you the live video streaming coverage on Big G TV. All right, post-game stats here. Before we give you the boys, let's do a little brief recap of the girls' game won by Blackman, 59-43. 20 points tonight for Lyric Maston and 22 for Layla Hall to lead the Lady Blaze. The Lady Rockets were led by Kyla Crawford's 15 points tonight, and Aiden Wilkerson in double figures with 11. Boys game here. And all these stats from JHA Company, Winners Trophies, Fans Heating and Air. Quick look at your scoring. And for Rockvale tonight, Ty Newton with 12, Caleb Lewis 4, 5 for Malachi Long, 4 apiece for Elijah France and Kason Osenleye, 6 points for Jaden Evans, 2 threes in the fourth quarter, and a free throw for Dallas Paldo. Now for the Blackman Blaze. 14 points and the leading scorer in the game tonight for Garrison Eady. He is just always solid, doesn't get flustered at anything. He's just a calming force here for the Blaze. 12 points for Christian Johnson and 11 for Keller Jackson. So your bigs getting it done. 9 points for Braden Flowers. A free throw for Lathan Alsop. 2 for C.J. McDonald. The free throw, Caden Avent. 2 points for Jordan Dixon and 10 for Jalen McDonald. So your bigs tonight in this game, Bill, had 12, 11, and 10.
Can't ask for anything better, more than that. If you told Coach Wortman before the game you're going to have 3 of your bigs in double figures, he'd sign up for that any night of the week.
In a heartbeat. What do you got on team stats over there?
All right, Brian. Blackman Blaze won tonight 65-36 over the Rockvale Rockets. Rebounding battle, which I think was a big key tonight. Blackman had 30 rebounds compared to Rockvale's 14 for the game. Shooting the ball, the Rockvale Rockets were 13 of 40 from the field for 37%. They were 3 of 12 from 3 for 25%. The Blackman Blaze were 22 of 46 from the field, 48%, and 6 of 12 from three-point range, 6 first bank threes at 50%. From the line, the Rockvale Rockets were 6 of 10, 60%, and the Blackman Blaze got there 23 times, made 13. I know Coach Wortman won't like that, 53%. And the turnover battle was even, 10-10. And so the story of this game was, the physicality inside for Blackman and those 2 threes to end the second and start the third.
All right, well, very good. I had a fun night here tonight, and appreciate you coming in and helping out. I know we've got some more games down the road, and district tournament will be here in a hiccup, so looking forward to it.
Absolutely, Brian. I appreciate it. And this is the best time of the year for high school basketball.
Sure is. If you haven't been to a game all season long, well, come on out. Plenty of room for you. And let's see. Just looking over, trying to find some final scores here. Eagleville, I didn't have any scores for. I did just get their girls final. We'll give it to you on the scoreboard here. 62-56, they beat Fayetteville City. And a tweet 22 minutes ago said 2 big wins over Fayetteville, but I don't know what the boys' final score is, but we'll count that in the victory department. So here's a rundown of the rest of the scores we have around the area. First of all, in girls tonight, it was Stewart's Creek defeating Laverne 60-37. And also tonight, Wilson Central 47, Smyrna 39. Rockvale 59. Let's see. I think I've got that reported wrong on Coach T. It's Blackman 59, Rockvale 43. Central Magnet pulls out our loss tonight. Apologize for that. 41-40. Tight one there. And also tonight it was Oakland over Riverdale 65-44. Rockvale lost this boys game as well this evening. I'll get to that in a second. And let's go to boys right now. Middle Tennessee Christian falls to Webb 81-49. And Stewart's Creek, last score in the boys game, it was 52-37 as Laverne was leading Stewart's Creek. That was late. 51-41, Smyrna over Wilson Central, that at the end of 3. Marshall County defeats Central Magnet this week 84-43, and Giles County over Central 69-35 tonight. And let's see, next down here would be the Eagleville-Fayetteville game. I know the boys won, but not sure of the final score. So I think we got all of that except Oakland and Riverdale tied at 63 going to overtime. And I may have a quick update. Smyrna Bulldogs win 71-60.
Good win
in boys over Wilson Central. So
good win for Omar.
There you go. That's all of the boys scores that we have for you. And we got the Laverne final, 74-52. That one came in just seconds ago. So we've got you updated on the scoreboard, and appreciate Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home for sponsoring our scoreboard, powered by Coach T. You can find it online at wgnssports.com. Bill, appreciate it.
Absolutely, Brian. Anytime. Look, appreciate it. A great night of basketball.
It certainly was. I want to thank our producer back at the station, Jackson Smith, and thank you for listening in tonight. Coach's Corner in the morning. It's Girls Week, so join us at 9. We'll take you right on to Lady Raider Hoops at 11:30 tomorrow. A long, big day of local sports on WGNS. I'm Brian Barrett from Blackman High School. So long until the next time we meet at the game.
Rutherford County's biggest sports events are on News Radio WGNS, FM 101.9, FM 100.5, AM 1450, streaming at wgnssports.com on our iPhone and Android apps, and always